definitely think the secret to this daily video malarkey is removing barriers. I've been watching one of Darren's video, another guy that's a vlogger, and he was showing his workload, the way that he sits in the cafe and sort of writes out what he wants to write about. So he has this thing that he does on Google Keep, then he edits the video, chops it, and does all this. And for me, that's great. I like it. I do like video editing. I think if you're into this YouTube malarkey, that's sort of part and parcel. Some people don't like editing, others do like editing. I actually do like it, but it's time consuming. And if I get into my head pre this channel where I always made edited videos and I put music, I'd spend hours just picking the song that I wanted from one of the subscription services. I wouldn't have to write out a script or plan it. I would just, if I was going out camping in the van, I would just video me getting ready, video the journey, video there, video what I'm doing, and it would just, the timeline would just come together. So I never found that difficult. But the very thought process of just sitting down, making and doing can get overwhelming. So if I'm in the wrong headspace, wrong frame of mind, I'm like, that's effort, that's work, that's difficult, that's like another job outside of my actual job. So I would get into a situation where I hit barriers and hit barriers. So even now, this tripod in my office, this is the battery charger that sits under the 4P. It clicks on the top here, and this is about 4,000 or 5,000 milliamp hour, and it's got a little screw in the bottom. When you buy the 4P, you get a small version of this, which doesn't have a battery in it. But what I've done is I've screwed that onto my tripod. So now I can just click the 4P, obviously I can't be using the battery at the same time, onto this tripod immediately and just hit record. And like today, just now, I didn't even know what I was going to say, but that was in my mind because I've just done it. But I do think removing the barriers is a big deal. And also, this just start. If you're thinking of making videos, if you're thinking of doing vlogs and vlogging and stuff, you'll have seen videos, because I'm sure I've seen them, I know I've seen them, where people just say, but my life is boring. That's not what's important. What's important is getting used to making videos. Nobody's going to see it. Nobody sees this. Nobody sees your first few videos. And even if you keep going and going and going, technically, if you never stop, you can't lose. that's a little mantra that I have going for me. But I think approaching this video channel with a different mindset of I just want to do it. I want to practice talking. I want to get better at it, and I enjoy doing it. And everything else is a side effect. Subscribers are a side effect. Views are a side effect. All that kind of thing. I'm not saying I don't like them and I don't appreciate them, and not even that I don't want them. But they're not the reason that I'm making the videos. The videos are being made so that I can practice making videos and get in the habit of putting something out there every day, and just it's like reps, just hitting rep after rep after rep after rep. And like I said in my last video, of like, I don't want a niche. I don't want to be like, this channel is about how to make videos. This channel is about video cameras. This channel is about the van. This channel's about I don't want any of that. I don't even want it to be about me. I just want it to be about what I'm thinking. It's like an expansion of my brain space. Right now, if I really rack my brains, what am I thinking about? I'm thinking about, it feels like a Sunday. It's actually Monday, and I've been off for a week and a day. So I am back at work tomorrow. So in my head, usually I get what we call the Sunday scares, where you think like, oh, what's this week going to bring? What's going to happen? What's going to do? I'm not allowing myself to do that anymore. I'm in a good department with really good colleagues and a great line manager, great boss. And they just they tick things over. And when I get back, I just pick up my work and carry on. So I'm not even going to let myself think like that. I'm just going to crack on when I get there. And to be honest, I'm looking forward to the structure. I'm looking forward to eating better. I'm looking forward to getting back into gym training. I train Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and every third Saturday. That's my regime. That's how I do my exercise. And for the last week and a day, I haven't done any, and that's intentional. I think we're giving your joints a breather, your tendons chance to repair, everything just having a breather and a rest. There's a guy in his window out there looking up at me in his dining room, what's he doing? Like, because I'm facing the window, the light, obviously, everything's dark behind me. And he's got bored now, he's turned away. What was I talking about then? I was talking about getting back into a routine and a regime. And I had a really slick routine of when I get to work, recording one of these before anyone gets in. Not that many people come to work, just doing it as I get there. And then when I get home, rather than just sitting down and doing YouTube, watching YouTube, I've just been making them. So I know it's kind of a bit hypocritical in the sense that I've talked about gear and I've talked about video and I've talked about vlogging. What I don't want to be doing, even though the niche is no niche, I almost want to make the category of just thoughts. It's really easy when you're into this kind of thing to just talk about the cameras and just talk about the video. It's like, would you write a journal about journaling? Would your topic of journaling be, the journal today is this is what I'm putting in the journal, this is the journal, and this is the pen I'm using on the journal, and this is the book I'm using? It probably wouldn't be. So it's quite an easy trap to fall into where you just talk about, it's meta, isn't it, in the sense that you're talking about the thing that you're doing, and the thing that you're doing is what you're talking about. I want to get away from that. Yes, I will talk about gear. Yes, I will talk about the cameras and the fact that this is a video and this is on YouTube, because that's where I put them. That's going to come into it. But I do think that if you are considering making videos and your main concern is that you are boring, you are not worth listening to, you're not worth watching, don't even think about that. Just think about, I want to make videos, let's just do it. And let's say the first 300 videos are just you going, it's practice, it's reps, it's like training in the gym. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And in your opinion of your life being boring, which a lot of people say they are, to other people it's not. I will watch vlogs. Yes, you could argue it's a bit of a niche thing to be looking at, but there's something comforting about watching people just getting on with their lives, doing, not even wholesome, just everyday things, making a drink, cooking. I really enjoy watching Andrea on here. I really enjoy watching Darren. And they're just doing what I'm doing. In fact, they're doing a lot more than me. Andrea's always cooking, cleaning, building, painting, making dinner for the family. She's doing all this stuff. Darren's always usually like out walking, like on his way to work. He actually puts little audio snippets in when he's at work. So he's constantly doing, you know, I very rarely film for this channel while I'm out and about. I want to wake up. It's there again. I want to wake up and just empty my head and do it. And towards the end of the day, I want to do the same. I want to just get the stuff out and just throw it on there. My other channel stuff of actually making things that are on a subject like camping and exploring, like Stuart explores. That's got like a niche, and again, there's no real goal on there. It's just that the subject matter is that it has a, people can look like I changed the grill on the Transit. I sound insulated. They're all specific to that sort of van life, van exploring, Lake District kind of niche, and I can't wait. It's probably going to be next year when Sarah's moved in here and we've used the van as a van, and we've got dual income coming in and we've got a bit more time, and we want to be going up to the lakes and actually using the camper as a camper van. She loves the idea of camping. In fact, she nearly bought a camper before she bought a house. But we had the dog. She had the dogs, and we want to get dogs again. So it's going to be a case of, we will be going to the lakes, we will be getting dogs, we will be going up and doing the fell walking and whatnot, and camping and cooking and all that stuff. And that's got a place. You need to edit that kind of video really, because you want to get the different angles, the different shots. You want to capture the scenery. You want to capture the equipment you're using. You want to talk about the van and the economy and the layout that you've got in there. That all has a place. And I'm not saying I won't talk about it on here, I just did then. But this is just a daily diary. And if you're thinking of doing a daily diary, do it. And if you think you're boring, who cares? What are people going to do? Watch your video and say this was a boring video? If they do that, that's a win. I'm amazed I haven't had that yet, to be honest. I've had like hate comments on other videos, and I just think it's fascinating that people take the time to sort of watch some of your content and tell you how bad it is. It's just like watching a football match and then commenting underneath it on a video, I hate football. It's just like, okay, mate, well, whatever, get a grip. Anyway, I suppose what I'm going to call this video is, if you want to make videos, just flipping well make them, all right? Take care now. Speak to you again later, because this is probably going to be video 2 or 3 today, maybe, who knows? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. That's where the guy was in that window there.